Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game, and these are the Voyages. Today, Rebel Attack. This is the ISS Avenger mission, and essentially we have a very long, elongated board, and I, as the Avenger, will be running for my life as I am pursued by enemy forces, played by Tony. I get a bunch of extra evades, which might hopefully help keep me alive. I'm trying to cross this vastness of space, get to within range 3 of this objective token, and when I do, then my reinforcement ship, the Defiant NCC 1764, comes into play. My ultimate goal, there's actually a few ways this mission can go, which is cool. I like marginal and tactical and decisive victories, but I win marginally if I can escape off the board. I have a tactical victory if I can get both my ships off the board, and a decisive victory if I can get the NX off the board, my reinforcement off the board, and destroy an enemy ship. Tony, on the other hand, wins marginally if he destroys the NX class ship. Then he gets a tactical victory if he destroys the NX class ship or the reinforcement ship. I would assume that's a tactical victory after contact is made, or the rendezvous is made. And a decisive victory if he gets to destroy one ship or, one of the ships, and he loses no ships. So, Tony, welcome in. I think the odds are stacked in your favor, and I think that also makes it fun.
Especially if you win, even marginally.
Even marginally. Look, I'm coming into this going, I got nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing. I'm playing with reckless abandon here. I've got the Avenger. I've got Archer on the Avenger. I don't know how that's going to shake out. Admiral Black because I had to, but maybe that sensor echo action will come into play. Trip to Paul. Enhanced hull plating because maybe that'll help. Boy, I wish it worked under the old rules where you could use that every single time, because that might be the one thing that would keep me alive. I got a dorsal weapons array so I can shoot 360. Sabotage and rebellion. Rebellion, that'll be the fun thing. And Tony's got the Nivar, the Kumari, prototype, and a generic Andorian cruiser. Lots of good stuff there. I fear that Andorian cruiser with Shran. That'll mess me up. Anyway, this will be interesting. Tony, it occurs to me we have multiple sevens,
Right.
so we should probably have a roll off here for initiative.
All right.
I rolled 1. Oh,
Likewise.
okay. One more time. I rolled 0.
I got one.
Okay, and
Yeah.
so you are red,
Right.
which means you have the shoot first arrow. Okay, so yes, everyone, we know that the board normally is this, but setup literally does call for a 36 by 60 board. So 36 in the center, an extra 12 each way.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And that makes 60. So we've got these extra range rulers. Yes, technically that means we know what range is ahead of time, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to make it all work here. Downside of the Avenger, the NX in general, is that it does not move quickly. Bright side, it rolls some defense dice.
Fair amount, actually. Three's not bad.
Three's not bad. However, you scan, and I'm just prepping some damage decks now because, well,
Likely will happen. I actually, this should
This is a reminder.
flip,
Feed the
right?
chickens. If you finish
Move
this, just
first.
let me know you're
No.
done.
no,
Otherwise, I'll remember you an hour.
because you have initiative,
This is
so
a
you get to
reminder.
move second and shoot first with initiative.
Right, but it's pointing shoot first at you and move first at me
But
because I'm red.
you're red because red says shoot first,
Oh, I see.
right? And then if we flip it, it'll be blue will shoot first.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's better.
would that
That
make
feels
more
better.
sense for you?
Yeah, now it makes sense.
Okay,
Okay,
there we go.
thanks.
You're welcome.
It wasn't, my head wasn't wrapping around that very well.
You're all good. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there. Then initiative's pointed. All right. Uh, yeah, I
If you finish this,
it this
just
this
let me
is
know you're
just
done.
kind of a messy mission. I was describing it to my wife, and I said, well, it's either gonna be really quick or it's gonna be a nice long slugfest. But I don't think there's much in between. I think I either die in round one of combat or I die late.
Well, with all those evade tokens, I have a feeling you're not dying in the first round. It's probably going to take a couple.
Maybe. I don't
All
know.
right.
In theory, I'll have what 5 evade tokens if everybody's got me in their forward firing arc, plus 2 more from enhanced hull plating. Yeah, I don't know. It is a lot of evade tokens, but we'll see how it all goes. Yeah, in building my fleet, I just kind of was left going. Mirror needs help. All right. You are up with your low captain skills, and then I get to
Yeah, I got
go
to refresh my memory on which one's the lowest. The
the
Andorian
yeah.
Kumari is the lowest. Okay, so this guy.
Okay,
And then as an action, he will target lock you.
makes sense.
There it is.
I've been target locked.
All right, and then my next lowest captain is Shran
Shran, the other
in the other.
Andorian.
So he will do that. And he will also target lock you.
Okay.
So that takes care of those two. And then your 7 will go next.
We'll go and do a 3 bank.
Okay.
I'm going to evade.
Okay, that makes sense. And then my 2 sevens. So that one. I just need to see. Just barely clipped your front end there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what range was that? I should have been looking
Oh,
at
I
that.
think it was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So his action, I guess he should target lock too, huh?
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, but I think I want to. All right. So he will also target lock. And then the Navarre. Now he, on the other hand, likes scanning, so he will probably be scanning you a whole lot.
Hmm.
Oh shoot, I didn't put shields on any of my ships.
I mean, only relevant once I actually go to shoot you. But yes, shield's probably important. Oh, well, that's a cool feature I didn't know about. You can click on the actual action and get the action token.
Oh neat.
Yeah,
Go Jerry.
yeah. Of
All
course, I'm
right.
messing up your fleet, but
That's okay.
that
It
is a cool
only
feature. I like it. I mean, it's a little out of the way, but
Yeah, he put buttons on every card too. So if you do the action on enhanced shield emitters, I should probably do that one too. Increase by 2.
ah,
So I need to add 1, 2.
okay,
Sweet. All right.
cool.
He doesn't have enhanced shield emitters. Okay. So I did not take an action with the Navarre, but I'm wanting to scan with my science officer, so I will be double scanning.
Okay, makes sense.
There. I don't like that it threw it on the card,
Yeah,
but there.
it,
All right.
it got to the right place.
So yeah, double scan.
I'm taking all your target locks and getting them relocated.
Okay.
Okay, so I have four ships that have me in the forward firing arc. So I'm going to get another 5 more evade tokens here.
You were very full of tokens.
Here we go. Yeah, I got 6 evades.
So you're dodging my first couple of shots for sure.
Hopefully.
Um, so the highest captain I've got is Murak and Garib.
Yeah.
I think I will shoot at you with Garib first.
Okay.
Um, he is at range 2, so that's only 3 dice. With the target lock.
Yikes.
That was a good roll.
That was a good roll. I'll just take the roll. Okay, I dodge 1, and I'll go bye-bye evade and bye-bye evade.
Okay, so I need to add more dice with the Vulcan because he's shooting 4.
And we'll just set those
Oh wait,
2.
hold on. It's not a Decure. He's only shooting 3. Yeah, just 3. Let me throw one of these out. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, range 2. I get 1 defense die.
Okay, I'll put it over here now. Yeah, because I eliminated 2 of them with my scans.
Yeah.
And then my captain says, if there's a scan, then I get to convert a blank into a hit.
Okay.
So I'm going to do. Don't do that. Okay, so that blank just turned into a hit.
Great. I'm going to use enhanced hull plating at this point, and I'll take 2 more evades. It didn't want to give me the second ox. So we'll just go ahead and cancel out 2 of those hits. And there's the third.
Okay. Your captain has a shot.
No, does not.
Shucks.
But you know what? If I don't take my 360, it's not worth doing. So I'm gonna disable it, and I'll shoot with dorsal. And let's shoot at. I gotta do a quick analyzing of your fleet to figure out who might be good. Let's shoot at Shran.
Okay. On the Andorian battlecruiser.
Yeah, but I believe he's within range too. So I get 3 dice, no quality, just a simple 3 dice into you. I got 2 hits.
Okay, I will roll my 1 defense die here. And get nothing. So Shran loses 2 shields.
Okay.
Or his entire ship card.
Oh, don't do that.
There we go. Alright, his shields are gone.
Okay.
That makes it Shran's shot.
Yeah, now I've made him angry.
Yeah, and so he's going to do time tokens to activate Andorian Imperial Guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to shoot, and then he's going to time token Tellarite weapon as well. The disruptor banks here.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate the tokens over the text. Anyway, so well, you know what it does. This ship rolls additional dice equal to the number of time tokens on the card, so that's 3 plus the 4. And if I hit you with at least 1, your agility goes down by 1 until this end of this game round.
Okay.
So, that means I'm throwing 7 dice at you this time,
Yes, it does.
and that's from the Andorian battlecruiser, so range 2.
Yeah.
Let me get 3 more. Add them to the pile here. Wow, those really went crazy.
That's because it's the map edge.
All right. 7 dice with a target lock coming your way. Oh, that's not as good as I was hoping. Let's re-roll everything that didn't hit. That's better.
Okay.
Oh, that was a crit. Oh,
Yeah, it
there we go.
was. Yeah, it's 2 crits, 4 hits. Okay, evade dice. Let's be on my side. No. Okay, yeah, 1 crit goes through.
Okay.
But you do lose that.
I do. It is gone.
And
And
this
I don't
is
get to do that mean of a thing to you again for a while.
console fire. At the start of the combat phase, roll an attack die on a hit result, suffer a damage.
All right.
And I roll
And
1
then-
less defense die for the rest of the round.
My other Andorian has yet to fire. He gets a whopping 3 dice with the target lock.
Yeah, I'm gonna use rebellion.
What does that say?
Basically, I discard it to make you roll 2 less attack dice,
All right, so I'm throwing 1 die.
and I can't make for a primary weapon attack. So you basically you just roll 1 less attack die or 2 less attack dice. Sorry.
All right, so the Kumari is throwing 1 because it has 3.
Great. Wow. Oh, nothing.
Well, Why did you only roll 2?
Because you hit me with the
Oh,
Tellarite
with the
disruptor.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And I got
Okay.
communications failure. I'm skill 0.
Oh,
Which means with
that.
Admiral Black, I'm skill 1.
Oh, good.
Because it's Captain is skill 0. But then
Right.
Black goes to 1.
Okay. So we're still tied. Excuse me.
Yeah.
All right. So let me clean up some mess here. I didn't use my target lock, did I? Nope.
Not on those 2 ships, no. Well, you rolled a nat crit on the Kumari and you rolled a full boat on the prototype.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna move all of these dice off the table here,
Yeah. Great.
and we gotta plan another run.
Oh, goody.
Well, you called it when you were talking to your wife. It was either going to be very fast or very drawn out.
Well, yeah, I feel like the setup just is brutal. I think if I got to set up like at the range 3 from the board edge, that might help.
Open.
I don't move quick enough.
Yeah.
I'm I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm like 9 or 10 turns away from that objective.
With the gob of auxiliary powers on you already.
Uh-huh.
And you're not likely going to slow down so you can get rid of them. So there's that.
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, and 4 to 1 outnumbered. That's just
That's brutal odds. What was the last one that we played though? Because that was messed up odds too, with the
Oh yeah, the
one ship trying to get to the other side of the map while everything else was chasing it, and it was
the
damaged or whatever.
yeah, the Enterprise escaped the minefield.
Yeah.
That one, but then also the neutral control mission was pretty
Right.
messed up too.
Yeah. 2 ships against 1,
Yeah.
and somehow I'm supposed to kill a drone ship with a NX class ship. That's not happening.
No, it's not. I think you. I mean, 1-on-1, I think a prototype, a Constitution would even struggle to kill a prototype,
Yeah.
especially prototype 01.
Oh shoot. I'm ready to go.
Okay,
I didn't realize my stuff was still hidden. I'm sorry.
you're good. Yeah, it's your 1 goes first.
And that is the Kumari. He still has a target lock,
Yeah.
so he's going to take a battle stations this time.
See, the thing is, this whole maneuver phase could be for naught. With my console fire, we get to combat, I roll a die, 38% chance, I go boom.
That's Yep.
All
All
right.
right. Oh, and oh yeah, because you're 1 now.
I'm 1 now. Yeah. All right. I can't take an action. You're good.
And that was a 3.
That was a 3. That's a white.
So
Yeah.
okay.
I can't slow
No.
down. There's no.
All right. So Shran and the other one is
Yeah,
there.
that's range 1.
Oh, I didn't remove time tokens from my stuff. That one will go there. That one will go there. Okay. Then I think he wants to. Um, what action does he want to take? He'll. That one doesn't have a target lock, does it?
No, that was the one you spent the target lock on.
So that one's getting a target lock.
Yeah, I mean,
And
7 dice.
There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then, all right, the last two. I don't think he's got a shot.
He does not have a shot.
Okay, well, let's see what things I can do. He can't do much of anything. So, I'm going to forego his action.
Okay.
And then we'll do the Vulcan next. And he's going to double scan you again.
Okay. I'll go pick up my 4 evades.
Okay.
Oh. Wow. I don't know what happened with physics there. That all just went wrong. Well, here, let's roll an attack die and see if a console fire destroys me or not. Hey, look, it does. Okay, well, that's that.
That was a short mission. Well, goodness.
Yep. There lies the Avenger.
What is the artwork on the underside of that thing?
Looks like a destroyed-ish ship, a hull breach and derelict ship.
Well, there you go. Well, that was a.
Oh, it's the faction symbol. Yeah, it's like
Universe.
a elongated faction symbol.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like the Terran, because that's the Romulan. That's a bit of Independent, bit of Vulcan. I feel like there's been an update in artwork there. Well, things I learned. Mirror faction, especially in Archer's day, way too action dependent.
Yeah, enhanced hull plating is no friend of action-heavy fleet builds.
No, but like, everything I have here, Black, action. Tucker, action. DePaul, action. Sabotage, action. Dorsal weapons array. Not an action, but an action to ever use it again.
Right. Once per game. Boy, and look how far you had to go. Like, we're on turn 2.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so, and I kind of played this out in my head, but if I'm...
It's 7 more moves before you even get there.
Yeah, so here's round 3. Here's round 4. And I need to be within range 1 to 3.
So round 5, maybe?
I think I can now go 3 straights in. Yeah, round 5.
Yeah, round 5. Man.
But that happens, and then I don't get the evade tokens in round 5.
Right.
And my rendezvous ship is sitting out here.
Okay.
That makes no sense. It doesn't get to move the turn it rendezvous. It doesn't get anything.
And the I get a marginal victory for doing that.
Yeah.
Which is silly, because now your other ship's never going to come in.
Uh-huh. So it's like, if you want the full victory, you have to slow play. You have to let me cross the map.
Yeah. Which I was gonna, but your console fire killed you, because I wasn't going to shoot you at all this round.
Yeah. See,
But
like one thing I would say, even if you let the reinforcement ship make a move the turn it comes in, it only gets to here. If you're chasing me, that's nowhere in range.
yeah,
Nowhere. And
right. Which means I wipe you out, and then your other guy's still coming.
uh-huh. And I still
Oh,
have another 4, 5 rounds. I think I still
and
have
you have to
another
try,
5 rounds to get off the map, and I'm not getting the evade tokens anymore.
and you have to magically come up with a way to hurt or destroy one of my ships before I let you get to your rendezvous point,
Uh-huh.
so that I don't. Yeah, yikes.
It's almost like instead of running, I need to turn and fight at the beginning.
Well, can you do a 3 come about?
It's red.
And well, no, I'm saying for the sake of resetting, because let's just pretend that combat or console fire didn't blow you up, because like
Oh,
I said, my
okay.
original intent was I was going to let you live this round
When I'm
and not
here?
shoot at you at all. Yeah, and I was
Okay.
just going to make sure all my ships had a target lock on you, so I could kill you when you got to the rendezvous. But yeah, I was just going to skip combat for the next. I didn't realize it was going to take 5 rounds though.
Yeah, see,
My
and
goodness.
that I think that's where I'm at. I
But I
don't
wanted
think
to see your second ship, and if I'm going to get a decisive victory, I have to let you get there. But yeah, the whole time I was planning, I was like, I'm going to have my guns pointed at him, but I'm not going to shoot, and just chase him the whole way there.
yeah.
But
And I mean,
anyway,
okay, I've started taking out Shran. So I have a
yeah,
little hope of taking out a ship, but not really.
yeah. And if you keep racing your way there, you don't ever lose those auxiliary powers. And I guess after you saw what I was doing here, you might start slowing down a little just to get those cleared.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
if you don't shoot me, then I go, oh, okay. Then I know I can do greens because you don't actually want to kill me.
yeah, at least not until you're close.
Um,
Alternatively, you start doing greens and I see what you're doing, and then I change my mind. I'll take a marginal victory.
sure.
But yeah, to play this out, I think as my side, you have to let them go, and as your side, I don't know what would make it doable aside from some sort of extra defense or something, because your other guy's worthless the whole first turn he comes in.
Well, yeah, I think at minimum you still need that extra defense the round that you make contact. The
Yeah,
round you make the rendezvous. I think it should be after that round. Then you don't get it.
yeah.
Uh, oh,
So
no, it's at the end of
if
the
we
activation phase. No, because they worded it that way.
Another thing that could be written into the rules is the rebels can't attack you until round 2 or 3,
Yeah, even round 2 would help.
right?
Because then it's a posturing game, which is fine.
Yeah,
Or,
you'd have to position your troops so that they're behind him and chasing him, or try to get your stuff where you're in front of him and you can face off when he gets in the zone.
or
But
the rebels can't even activate until round 2. Give or let the Terrans make a free move.
yeah, that would be better even still. Then you'd have a lead the whole way.
And it's
And
not
by
a
turn
huge lead.
no, because by turn 3 I'd be doing 4 straights, and by turn 3 I'd be catching up.
Yeah, and you have the firing arcs to do it. But I think what that does is it keeps you out of range 1. And if I ever want my primary arc to be a factor, which I probably do, I'm going to naturally have an incentive to stay in combat. And maybe that's
Yeah.
how I should have done it. Maybe I totally played it wrong in just staying away. and making the run for it. But I feel like this is a mission where you need to run for it.
Well, and on round 2, you'd have had more auxiliary powers, which makes the Avenger a lot more toothy.
No, it's just if you have it, you get 2 extra attack, but it's only with your primary weapon.
Right.
See, that's the other thing. It's like if Avenger got those 2 dice with any weapon, then dorsals are really nice.
Right.
I don't
No,
know.
but I'm saying almost you could have been in the center at the bottom of the map and pointed straight at the left or the right edge and just gone straight at us and, engaged us in combat. Done your enhanced hull plating to get the auxiliary powers, and then you'd be throwing 4 dice against 3 dice ships.
Yeah.
And just go toe to toe. And instead of facing off against 4, you'd have been shooting at 2. And there's more of a chance that maybe that's the strategy. Maybe the event, and it is Terran, so they should be super aggressive.
They should be.
And you went
Yeah.
for the. So I'm wondering if that might be the strategy.
Because if I point like
Instead of running for,
this,
and instead of running for the rendezvous, you came and shot the Kumari and the Andorian and the drone ship in the face, and then made a run for it. But you'd have half a map lead on the other half of the, because I split my forces, right?
yeah,
I could have technically put all my forces on one side.
you
And
could
if I'd
have.
have
Yeah.
done that, then you could have made a run for the other side and then gone up the map. But yeah, with 2 on either side of you, you were stuck in the middle. I don't know. I think the Avengers' tactic might have been to run straight at one of the pairs and try to take it down. And I probably would have gone for the Kumari and the Navarre, because that
Yeah.
drone ship went down. Because the drone ship grows a health back every turn and rolls stupid amounts of evade dice, and
Well, and you had repair protocol. It grows
it
1.3
grows
health back every turn.
Yeah. So, anyway, that might have been the good tactical way to handle it. Although my gut instinct was the same as yours. I want to run straight for that rendezvous and get my friend. But I'm thinking that might have been better, because you faced off against 2 guys instead of 4. You'd have gotten a shot or 2 onto each of mine, and maybe even taken one down. I don't know. That might be the way to go. And you'd be taking less damage because you'd be only taking 2 shots instead of 4. And it took all 4 shots to get you down to 1 hull.
It did, and
those
arguably a
those
lucky.
were amazing shots too, because I had almost a full boat on 7 dice.
You did. You had 4 really high quality shots. And I should have used Rebellion on Shran's shot to knock 2 dice off of what was going to cost me a defense die. That's where I should have done it. But yeah. Also, here's a thought. I think the reinforcement ship should come in at the objective.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not on the far edge.
Not on the far edge. I think if you let it come in on the objective, and you could face it however you want as the Terran player, but I think if it comes in at the objective, then it's actually potential to matter in that combat phase.
Yeah.
I know the objectives there is okay, get there and be, get within range, and then it sends the signal. Just let the reinforcement exist there. Then it also has to make a run for the edge. Because otherwise, I could set up my reinforcement to face the edge, and as soon as I get within range 1 to 3 of the objective, the next round, my reinforcement ship just flies off the map.
And that almost seems like a Terran idea too.
Right? And then...
At least if I live, I still have a chance of being the Emperor.
I mean, that's not any kind of a victory for me.
Right.
It's not. But it says, well, Fend for yourself. I don't know. I think it's yeah, it's weird. This is a I do like your idea of picking an edge and pointing that way and just targeting a player or
Yeah.
targeting a side. It is it isn't the most direct path, but I think it gives the Terran more of a
Couple of punches.
chance.
Yeah, a couple of punches in the nose before they get really hammered.
I
Because
mean,
you'd be far enough. There's no way those guys are catching up to you.
yeah, it will happen eventually.
Yeah, but it's going to take 3 turns. So you've got a chance to give them a bloody nose and maybe even take one of their ships out before you're surrounded. But being in the middle of 4 ships is definitely not the way to go. Even if I rolled poorly, it would have only taken 2 turns.
True. You get less evades, but you're also taking less shots, which
Right. And one evade for 3 dice is not a good trade off, in my opinion.
no.
And I mean, even playing period specific. And if we played the mission as written, I could have been anything. Like you could have been up against like 4 Borg ships or something. Borg's a bad example because they're not 26 points or less. But
Scout cubes are.
yeah, scout cubes are, but they're not putting the hurt on like what I'm thinking. I could put Dakir's in or something like that,
Yeah.
or even a bunch of Galler class. What are those? Are they 29? They
Ooh.
might be too expensive.
I think
But
Gallers are cheap enough. Let me look.
yeah,
Sorry, I was doing research on something else here in Utopia, so I gotta scroll back up. Gallers. Named Galler is 20. Oh, I should be over in Spuds. Yeah. Well, even printed named Gallers are cheap enough.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah. All the named Gallers are cheap. 22,
Well,
21.
and with those, you still have the 180-degree firing arc. I mean, Kazon, you could put a 20-point Kazon ship down and do that.
Yeah.
Um, they pump a little bit more dice, especially if you did anything secondary weapons. And I didn't do a whole lot with the Vulcans, and I could have, because the Vulcans have that heavy weapon, the 5 dice weapon. Can't remember what it's called, but
The
that new one that came.
autocannon.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's pretty nasty. So I
It
don't know.
is. It's yeah. There's definitely
I mean, for that matter, you could put Worf on the Sao Paulo and guarantee that you're pumping dice into this thing. Or Core on a Cavort. I don't know. Anyway, lots of choices, but um,
yeah. Which is
yeah,
why when one player is forced into a specific ship, it's kind of like okay, well, what's reasonable? What's still interesting for them to go up against?
yeah,
Andorians, a Nevar, a prototype. Yeah, that all felt reasonable to go up against. Because it wasn't about, the mission itself says, I don't have to destroy your fleet. I need to escape. Maybe I need to destroy one ship, but I don't need to get it all.
well, that would eliminate their decisive victory option. As soon as a ship is destroyed, they can't get that decisive victory anymore. You leave them with a marginal,
Yeah.
which might make them gun you down faster.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So well, David, good game.
Yeah, good
I
game.
I think the mission is poorly written. We need to maybe come up with some modified rules for this one before you try it again.
Well, I think some of it's tactical, but I also think even getting that reinforcement up on the objective helps.
Yeah,
It makes the other player a little more wary of how they're going to approach combat.
yeah.
I don't know. So, all right. Well, hey Tony, thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. Take care, everybody.